Alright then gang, so we've already covered incremental static regeneration and fallback pages to make our website more live and in sync with our data on Contentful. But there is also another option for this: deploy hooks and webhooks. Now the way they work is pretty simple. First of all, we'd set up a webhook on Contentful so that whenever we add or change data, it's going to send real-time updates to Vercel. Now on Vercel, we set up a deploy hook which is triggered by that update from Contentful, and it rebuilds and deploys our whole app complete with the new content. So you probably wouldn't want to use this as well as incremental static regeneration, because the webhook and rebuild makes that other step unnecessary. But the drawback of using the webhook with the deploy hook is that even if we just make a small edit to a single page, Vercel is going to rebuild the whole application, which might be a bit overkill. Whereas with incremental static regeneration, we just rebuild single static pages on the fly, not the whole application. But nevertheless, let's see how to implement this. So to start with, we're going to create the deploy hook in Vercel. So to do that, go to Settings and then go to Git and scroll down to where we see deploy hooks. So we can create a new hook right here. We give this a name, so Contentful content change, but call it what you want, and then the Git branch name. So this is the branch of our repository that basically we want to deploy when this hook gets used. So ours is the main branch. So create this hook and we get this API endpoint right here. So this is the endpoint basically that Contentful is going to send information to from over here using the webhook when we add or change content. So for now, just grab this, copy it, and come over here. And then to add a webhook, go to Settings, go to Webhooks, and then you can use a template. We're going to use this Vercel one, so let's add it. And this is the deploy hook URL. So that's the thing we just copied. So paste that in right here, and then create the webhook. Okay, so if we go to webhook settings, you can see down here the triggers. So it's saying at the minute we're going to trigger this webhook if we publish and unpublish things. But you can also do it if you delete things. So we can click on these, and this is for an entry and this is for an asset like an image. We could also do this on the create or save, etc. Let's just leave it at that for now. So let's save it. So now whenever we publish, unpublish or delete content, it's going to send real-time information to the deploy hook, this thing right here. Then when Vercel receives that, it's going to rebuild our application so we get that new data or the data change. So let's give this a whirl. What I'm going to do is come back over here and I'm going to go to content and I'm going to add in new content. So let's set up one more recipe. Doesn't really matter what it is. We'll call it GHI, the next 3 letters in the alphabet, and then add media. Existing, let's add this chili one right here and add existing media for the featured image. This one again. The ingredients, let's just say beans, tomato, Marmite, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And then cooking time 30, and then down here we'll say blah, and then we're just going to publish this. So when we publish this, it should then trigger a redeploy over here. So let's go to deployments first of all so we can see this, right? Then let's go back over to Contentful and we're going to publish this. Now when we do that, if we go back over here, you can see another one is queued. And if I refresh, we should see it building. So that webhook has sent information to Vercel, it's triggered the deploy hook, it's taking the main branch of our GitHub repo, it's running the build scripts again to rebuild our website, and when it does that, we're going to gather all the latest information from Contentful so that when it's built, it will be completely up to date. So now this is all automated. Whenever we add new content, then it's going to update over here. So once this is done, we should be able to preview it. I'm going to click on this link right here and then click on this to preview it in a website, and we can see the new recipe right here. So it's all working. Cool. So unlike when we just use incremental static regeneration, we don't have to refresh twice, just once to see the new content. Like I said though, the trade-off is that Vercel is using resources and time to rebuild and deploy the whole website for one small change. With incremental static regeneration, we didn't get that, so the choice is yours as to which approach you go for. But anyway, that is unfortunately the end of the series. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please, my friends, do not forget to share, subscribe and like. That really means a lot. And if you want to see more Next.js content, just let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I'm going to see you in the very next tutorial series.